There we go. Just about right there. Greetings, children of the screen. Your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again. Welcome to another edition of What You Mean You Ain't Seen. And this evening I am joined by...
Vic. And Rosie.
And tonight we are taking a look at Doctor Who Christmas Carol. A Doctor Who Christmas Carol, originally released on December 25th, 2010, rated TV PG, coming in at 62 minutes, directed by Toby Haynes and written by Stephen Moffat, starring Matt Smith, Carrie Gillian, Arthur Derville, and Danny Horn. So, in A Doctor Who Christmas Carol, we find a ship that is going to crash as it flies through this weird fog, and on board is Rory and Amy, and they are in the policewoman outfit and the Roman Centurion outfit, because it's their honeymoon, and they're doing kinky shit. But their ship is crashing. That sucks, but they know the doctor's gonna show up, and he does. So he goes down to the planet to try to figure out what's out, finds out that this dude, Kazran, has a machine that controls the cloud layer and can save everybody, but he won't do it because he's a prick. And he almost hits this little boy, and the doctor's like, there's still hope for you, because you almost hit the little boy. You didn't hit the little boy. So whatever happens tonight is on you, and that sounds like a weird, kinky threat, but it's not. It's just a regular threat. You see what I did there. So the doctor goes outside, and he's trying to figure this all out while him and Amy are talking on the space walkie-talkie, and there's some loud, like, Christmas music playing in the background, and Amy's like, what is that, doctor? And he's like, it's a Christmas carol. She's like, what? He's like, it's a Christmas carol. She's like, what? He's like, it's a Christmas carol! And then he figures it out. He's like, oh, I'm totally gonna fucking Ebenezer Scrooge this old bastard and make him save all these people. It's gonna be awesome! And then that's what happens. He goes through time and he, like, basically rearranges this kid's life and tries to, like, make him a better person who will save all these motherfuckers on this ship. And it's a beautiful goddamn Christmas special. It's wonderful for the whole fucking family.
Passengers, please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts.
I've sent for help. Who the hell are you? Look, there's a friend of mine, okay? And he can help us. He'll come.
And what are you wearing?
That doesn't matter.
Are you from the honeymoon suite?
Oh, shut up.
David! The lights stop flashing. Does that mean he's coming?
Come on, Doctor, come on.
There's something coming alongside us. Something small like a shuttle.
Just this once, don't be late.
Bob! Incoming message. It's from the other ship.
On screen. What does that mean?
It's Christmas.
Right on, guys. So, what did you think of the Doctor Who Christmas Carol?
I loved it, even though I haven't seen, like, much of Doctor Who, like, from the past and things, but you don't really need to for this, because
No.
it's Matt Smith.
And even if you haven't seen, like, the first Matt Smith season, you can kind of jump into this, and you don't really lose that much. Anything that's happened before that doesn't really affect anything, except for the fact that Rory and Amy are on their honeymoon, but they tell you that.
Yeah.
So, like, really, even if you haven't seen much Doctor Who and you just want to try it out, it's not a bad place to just check it out, since it's a very good episode of Doctor Who.
It was amazing.
I'm super biased. I loved Doctor Who before this, and I just love it now. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
For what it's worth, I do have to say that this is my favorite modern day, like, Doctor Who Christmas special. It's my absolute fucking favorite.
Ooh, fucking
And
favorite.
it's fucking awesome. This is my Christmas. Guys, what was your favorite thing in the Doctor Who Christmas Carol? Your favorite thing?
I really liked when, like, at the end, he was like, oh, I am showing you your future. And he's like, surprise, there's the little boy. He was
Yeah.
like, oh, you've won a new car!
But yeah, that is a great scene, because as you're watching it, you're kind of wondering, like, how they're going to do the future bit of the Christmas Carol. Like, they perform the other two bits really well, and it works in the story, and, like, it works thematically, but it's like, how are they going to do? Oh, it's the other timeline that's seeing the future. Yeah, duh.
Yup.
Because it's all wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey.
Stuff.
Do you know why I'm going to let those people die? Not a plan. I don't get anything from it. It's just that I don't care. I'm not like you. I don't even want to be like you. I don't and never ever will care.
And I don't believe that.
And show me the future. Prove me wrong.
I am showing it to you. I'm showing it to you right now. So what do you think? Is this who you want to become, Kazran?
And as for you, ma'am.
I liked how, like, as he was going through the different timelines and stuff, like, the whole background was changing, and he was able to, like, pull out the pictures and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, like the wallpaper changes and the paintings change,
Yeah.
and like at one point his tie, which is more like a classical like tie, it turns into the bow tie, and then afterwards later it turns into the regular tie again. And then of course you get the payoff to that when you actually see him take off the bow tie in the like where he's younger and stuff. So yeah, that's really cool because it does give you this idea of like it makes you feel all the changes happening, and it feels like very organic to the way that the guy Kazran probably is experiencing it, where like some of the stuff he doesn't even notice because it's so subtle, and then other things are just like, whoa, that's awesome and
that's
different.
There.
Yeah. So it's another one of those examples of giving you something interesting visually and narratively while also allowing the narrative to inform the emotions of the piece. So again, like you're right there with the dude, and it's kind of what makes this kind of sappy Doctor Who story work.
I didn't cry.
Yeah, you didn't cry. I was really impressed. Yes.
Who are you? I'm a ghost of Christmas past.
Right on. And as for me, my favorite thing in the Doctor Who Christmas Carol is maybe my favorite joke in all of Doctor Who that I have ever seen. And that is whenever the kid is like, "Are you sure you're my nanny?" And he pulls out the psychic paper. And he shows it to him. He goes, "If you look at this, it'll say that I am a mature and responsible adult."
You'll find I'm universally recognized as a mature and responsible adult.
It's just a lot of wavy lines.
Yeah, short it out. Finally, a lie too big. Okay.
But it's great and is my favorite joke in all of Doctor Who, and maybe also the best use of the psychic paper. And it's right. He is not a mature or responsible adult who should be left in charge.
And he jumps on the bed immediately.
Yeah, it's like the first thing he does. So no. And I've only seen it malfunction like one or two other times, and this is definitely the best. I love it.
It was amazing.
It's my favorite thing. And I wish I had more to say about it, because this is going to end up being another really short video, but there's not much more to say about it, except it's fucking awesome.
What? What do you want?
A simple life. But you didn't hit the boy.
Well, I will next time.
You see, you won't. Now why? There's a portrait on the wall behind me. It looks like you, but it's too old, so it's your father. All the chairs are angled away from it. Daddy's been dead for 20 years, but you still can't get comfortable where he can see you. There's a Christmas tree in the painting, but none in this house on Christmas Eve. You're scared of him, and you're scared of being like him, and good for you. You're not like him, not really. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you didn't hit the boy. Merry Christmas, Mr. Sardo.
I despise Christmas.
Shouldn't. Very you.
It's what? What do you mean?
Halfway out of the
Right on, guys. So I know it's going to be hard to pick something in this one, but what was your least favorite thing out of the Doctor Who Christmas special?
Okay, thinking about this, I really had to nitpick. And honestly, for me, it's just that, like, what the fuck does a modern day police person have to do with the Roman soldier from the past? How does that roleplay connect? I want to know the story behind their logic.
Actually, we did watch the full season.
Yes.
So, if you noticed, this Rory and Amy are not the same Rory and Amy from the first season. Because all of that time got erased when the universe got rewritten.
Yeah.
So they had never met the Doctor, so they had the memories of it, but that's not them. Literally, they are role-playing as their more heroic, like, adventuresome selves. The people they know themselves to be, but they're not anymore. So literally, on their honeymoon, they are, like, being their ideal selves for each other.
Oh, well then I have no complaints.
I totally just bullshitted that, by the way. I have no idea why they're in those,
Oh,
except for that
I believed it! I was like, it's Doctor Who. Why the fuck
but
not? I
it
mean,
seemed convincing when I had the idea. So
you were also waving your screwdriver around, which makes it
yes.
very.
Anyone who has a sonic screwdriver who's explaining something, it makes them instantly either more credible or ridiculous.
Yeah, it's that's how the Doctor gets like through all
I think
this
the
shit.
hat counteracts the sonic screwdriver. I don't know.
I don't think it. I'm ridiculous, anyways. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's kind of hot, so don't know if I mind that so much. See, I'm blushing. And as for you, ma'am,
I didn't like that the spaceship looked like a butt plug.
I question your frame of reference for a butt plug.
It looked like the beauty blenders, and I think those look like butt plugs, because they look like they would plug up a butt.
Well, I have no real
Argument for that?
I have no real opinion on like the ship or if it in fact looked like a butt plug. I've seen a few butt plugs, but not intimately, so you know. Don't really but in general, yeah, you didn't like the ship design. That's cool. The ship doesn't really, it's not really a problem. We don't see it that much. Again, this is a great episode, and finding something that you don't like in it is like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you could legit just be like, I don't like the color of the fish.
Yeah, I don't like the color of the fish.
The fish were great.
No,
they were.
Awesome. So, in terms of like having to pick something, no, like if you weren't crazy about the aesthetics of the ship and it reminded you a bit of a butt plug or a blender of some kind, that's fair.
Or a blending butt plug.
A blending. And as for me, my least favorite thing in the episode is probably, I'm going to have to say that we don't see the wedding between the Doctor and Marilyn Monroe. Mind you, again, it's a nitpick. The episode doesn't lose anything by not having it. And in terms of pacing, it probably wouldn't work. But I want to see that scene.
Yeah, that's
because the Doctor's
great.
so, like, frazzled and, like, over it. Like, what? Fine, Marilyn, get your coat. He, like, very rarely do we hear him take that tone. And it's great where he's just, whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
he's marrying
Fine,
Marilyn
fuck it.
Monroe,
You're gonna
and he's
keep
just
kissing.
like-
I might as well go kiss someone. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I just love his delivery of just like, you know, she has got a chapel. This is happening.
Yeah.
Like, now. It's so good, and it really makes me wish we could just see what happens after that, you know? And also see him trying to ditch her to then get back to finish his evening. Or did she just come with him? I guess not, because we didn't see her whenever
because she called him.
Yeah, she calls him later. He does ditch her at some point. So I want to know when that happens or see the follow-up. You know?
Yeah.
Dr. Monroe.
But that's really all I got.
Guys, we've really got to go quite quickly. I just accidentally got engaged to Marilyn Monroe. How do you keep going like that? Do you breathe out your ears? Hello? Sorry. Hello? Guys, she's phoned a chapel. There's a car outside. This is happening now. Right. Fine, thank you. I'll just go and get married then, shall I? See how you like that. Marilyn! Get your coat!
Right on, guys. So, we all love this movie, it seems. Would you recommend it, not so much just as like, part of the series, but would you recommend this to folks who have not seen the first series of Matt Smith's as, like, a good Christmas movie?
I wouldn't, like, technically not be like, hey, look at this Christmas movie, you know, because that's not what you say to somebody when you introduce them to Doctor Who, but, like, I think it'd be a really good segue to get somebody into Doctor Who.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like, hey, you want a fun adventure that involves Christmas? And sci-fi?
Right on. And as for you, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, very much.
Like,
Let's do it.
Like, obviously, if you've seen the first Matt Smith series that leads up to this, it means more to you, and there's more that you'll have invested in the characters. But they give you all the information that you need to, like, jump onto this and just, like, go with this story in and of itself. And as Vic was saying, I do think it's a really good representation of, like, this era of Doctor Who, the Matt Smith era. Like, it's whimsical and silly, but also...
It's fun, but sad.
Yeah, it's fun, but has, like, a sense of melancholy, and is, like, hyper-emotional, and very energetic as well. So, like...
Hyper-emotional, energetic. There
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
So I think, all in all, like, yeah, this is a great Doctor Who Christmas special. As I said, my favorite, and I think that even if you haven't been watching Doctor Who, or if you're thinking about giving Doctor Who a chance, this is actually a really good way to kind of, you know, test out the waters, as it were.
Dip a toe.
Yeah, as it were. So definitely check it out.
What's it doing?
What do you call it if you don't have any feet and you're taking a run up?
No! It's going to eat us.
It's gonna eat us. It's gonna eat us. It's gonna eat us. It's gonna eat us. It's gonna eat us.
Well, maybe we're going to eat it, but I don't like the odds. Stop. Let's see. Tiny shot. I mean, if I had my screwdriver, I could probably send a pulse and stun it.
Well, where's your screwdriver?
Well, concentrating on the pluses. Within reach. You know, there's a real chance the way it's wedging the doorway is keeping its mouth open.
There is.
Just agree with me, because I've only got 2 goes, and then it's your turn.
2 goes.
2 arms. Right then. Okay. Geronimo.
Right on, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for another edition of What You Mean You Ain't Seen, Doctor Who Christmas Carol.
Later.
Adios.
Right on, guys. If you like this video, then please leave a like and share it with some friends. Also, if you're not subscribed, please hit that little bell so you can get updates on all the dope content we'll have coming out in the future. Furthermore, guys, if you'd like to follow us on Instagram or Twitter, we'll have the link for that in the description below. Thank you very much, children of the screen. Hope you all have a good one and a very happy holidays. Nerd Scum, motherfucking out.
God damn it, stop!
Ah!
Stop! I'm gonna break it!